Hey guys, welcome back to the channel at Osiris and Phoebe, and today this video is all about the new ABX guide, specifically for today's day, in which you need a character who is a combat character and should be a female character. So you got a few options here. You can either use Captain America, Valkyrie, or for supervillains you can use Titania or any other villain that is a combat character and is female. But if you want to get a decent score, you should definitely go with Captain America because she will help you get 1 million plus score if you have her at tier 2. And you should have a few things in mind when you're playing with this girl. So the team setup that I use for today's day is definitely with Captain America. Then I use Valkyrie because of her tier 2 passive, and I use She-Hulk's leadership. This is the team setup that I use, and this is, I must say, a good team setup. This is the same team setup that you use for Combat Day. The only difference is now you are using the Civil War, or not the Civil War, the Secret Wars uniform 2099, then the Infinity Wars uniform. And when you're playing with this uniform, you need to keep a few things in your mind because this uniform is completely different. So we will first go to the details page. As you can see, I am having 33,000 of physical attack value, 129% of attack speed, and attack speed is really important with this girl. Critical rate is 51%, critical damage is 200%, and it's 0.69% exceeded, and ignore defense is 40 with almost max skill cooldown. But I need to make a few changes in this girl before using her at ABX. I need to roll the last gear for ignore defense now, because in the Infinity Wars uniform you were getting ignore defense bump on the 5th skill, which is not in this uniform in the 5th skill. So as you can see, now I have almost maxed out ignore defense and my critical rate is now low. And for the skills, the rotation is pretty simple again, but this uniform won't give you a ton of damage. The number of hits in this uniform is low. The buff skill is now removed. This is just a basic uniform with one immunity skill for 3 seconds and one iframe, which is a short iframe. So the main problem with this uniform is survivability. The damage output would be good as compared to other characters right now in the game. For ABX, the issue is survivability. So your aim should be to proc on the 6th skill and survive for the entire game so that you can keep up that rotation and you can proc on 6th skill as many times as possible. The 6th skill and the passive are the same. Now skill number 1 will give you 3 seconds of immunity, and skill number 5 is not having any buff, nor it is an iframe now. In the Infinity Wars uniform, skill number 5 was an iframe, and it used to give you a bump of all attack along with an ignore defense bump, which was pretty useful. As you can see here, 25% to all attack increase for 20 seconds and 10% ignore defense increase for 10 seconds. So that was really amazing. Skill number 4 got bleed damage and it has a good number of hits, but now that's not the case. Skill number 3 was an iframe and it used to decrease the all defense of the enemy character. Along with it, it gives you all defense increase, which was good. Skill number 2 and skill number 1, and if I remember it correctly, were partial iframes, which is not the case with this uniform. But if you upgrade this uniform, you might get a slightly better score. I upgraded it for 1 time and the uniform options for 2 times. And for first, you need the Spider-Man all new all different uniform. For the second one, you need the Black Widow's Age of Ultron uniform, and for the third one you need Black Widow's Secret Wars uniform, which I don't think I would be upgrading because I don't think that you need to upgrade the uniform to get a ton of score. Even without that, you can get a decent score. So as far as the skill, before going to skill rotation, this is my awakened ISO set. I went for Power of Angry Hulk because I wanted the attack speed. Then it is the CTP of energy, and I showed you the uniform. The skill rotation that you will follow with this girl is pretty simple. Again, as I said, you need to survive for the entire time span so that you can cast the proc on skill number 6 as many times as possible. So I prefer to first skip away the beast, just to avoid the beast so as you don't get any hit. And the beast uses pierce, so he's not using any kind of CC, so that's good because this girl is just having 1 immunity skill and 1 iframe skill, so survivability is an issue with her. And if Frost Beast was using CC, it would have been a lot more difficult to play with this skill. Skill number 5 gives you a decent number of hits, which I don't think is pretty amazing because it's a vulnerable skill. So whenever you're casting skill number 5, make sure that skill number 1 is active, because skill number 1 gives you 3 seconds of immunity. Skill number 4 is an iframe skill, which is an instant iframe, but again, it's a short iframe, so you need to cast it at the right time, otherwise you will take hit from the beast. Skill number 3 is not an iframe, but it will increase all your defenses by 20%. I think we are in the previous skill, that's why it is 10%, otherwise it's 20%. And skill number 1 is skill number 2 is not a good skill, just one hit and you might take it while casting it. Skill number 6 now is reduce in time. I mean, it's now a fast skill and it won't take a lot of time to get activated or charge up. The charge up time is almost the same, but the animation of skill number 6 is now slightly reduced. Now Captain America won't take long in that whole new screen in which he just puts his fist in his front and do the animation. Now it's pretty simple. So that's the skill rotation, and now we will try this girl in ABX and let's see what we can get. So here comes our beastie. So as I told you, I'll first try to avoid the beast, then I'll cast skill number 1. Then okay, oh, I was lucky I was in immunity, otherwise I might have taken a few hit, and yeah, like I did now, which is bad. Okay, this is the worst run I'm playing. Come on Cap, I need your help. Okay, I took a lot of hits, I mean a lot. I used the immunity skill and the iframe skill together, which you should never do because those are the only skill in which you can survive in the game. So make sure that you don't use both the skills all together, otherwise you will die really soon. Fortunately, this skill was active and I got the proc as well. Okay, this was a good one. And again, why I'm doing that? I should not use the immunity skill and the iframe skill altogether. That will make me vulnerable. Run, yeah. So till now the run is, I must say, okay, not the best I can get. Okay, we should not cry over everything, right? As I told you, kill the mobs first because those are the one who will deal more damage, because you can easily evade beast, but the mobs, they're just annoying. This time I was lucky, I got the proc on the 5th skill, which is good. Again, before casting skill number 6, you should try to cast skill number 5 because that still gives you a buff because of the tier 2 passive. That might help. That will help, not might help. So let's kill this man. Oh yeah. Here we go, the beast, the lunging beast. Hey, hell yeah, happy Independence Day to all. Oh, fish. I shouldn't have casted skill number 6. But okay, mistakes happens. I think I should get a good score now. If I get 2 procs right on skill number 6, I can definitely go beyond 1.5 million, which is according to me a decent score. I mean, I'm happy with that. Okay, here we go, the first proc. And the proc is active. I will release it so that I won't waste much of the damage. Come on, yeah, here we go. And the mobs are really annoying here. Come on, kill the mobs. Kill the mobs, Captain. I know you can do it. 15 seconds left. I think I would be able to get a score of 1.4 million. Oh no, please, 1.4 million, man. Definitely Captain can get more than that if you are better than me. So I got a score of 1.4 million, and which is good according to me, but yes, you can go beyond it as well. If you get the uniform till mythic, you have all the other uniforms at mythic, you will definitely get more bump, and if you play better than me, definitely you can get more. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to our channel, and do let me know what is your score and what do you feel about this ABX guide. Have a nice day, guys.